think Bud could beat Canelo. Like I said, I've been saying this. I don't think size win fights. I think skills do. So yeah, I think like being a southpaw with good movement and sharp boxing, it'd be hard for Canelo with that high guard to walk him down and load up on them big hooks. I think Bud would be Canelo.
Kidding me? Take that question back.
Yeah, why?
Because you're talking about Crawford.
Yeah.
He's
the weight classes.
He's the most composed guy. Yeah. What, you don't think he'll be prepared?
I think it's more important for Crawford than anybody, but I think if anybody could beat Canelo, I think Crawford could.
I know you said he could be the guy. What kind of a chance do you ultimately give him?
Crawford straight up says Canelo has never fought anyone with his level of skill, and that's exactly why he'll win. On the Pound for Pound podcast, Crawford didn't hold back. I'm faster than Canelo. I've got the longer reach. My boxing IQ is way higher. All those guys you mentioned, they're nowhere near my level. It's not even close. Sure, he admits Canelo's got power and size, but says that doesn't mean much when you're up against real technique. He claims his sharp footwork, smarts in the ring, and ability to adapt will crush any size advantage. Crawford's betting on skill over brute force and says he doesn't need a knockout to show he's a superior fighter when they meet on September 13th.
We have to talk about this. Terence Crawford just tweeted, Canelo versus Crawford is definitely by far the biggest fight in boxing. This guy is not playing around. All right. Crawford, pound for pound, #1. Canelo, biggest star in boxing still at the moment. Anywhere. I'm not talking about just in the US, Mexico, the UK, everywhere. Canelo is now open. At first, it was, hey, I can't go down to 160. I can't do a catch weight of 160. If he wants to fight me, it's going to be at 168. Plus, I'm not going to get any credit if I beat a Terence Crawford. It would be like Terence Crawford fighting Tank, moving 2 weight classes up, and I'm not going to get credit for that. Terence Crawford is a special fighter. He is like a Floyd and a Manny that can move up to weight classes, carry his power, can beat up bigger guys. He's a special.
Former sparring partner Corin Davis didn't sugarcoat it. He pointed to the obvious size difference and warned that slick skills won't matter much when raw size and body type take over. Abel Sanchez, who used to coach GGG, backed that up, saying Crawford jumping up to weight classes might backfire hard if Canelo starts landing those vicious body shots. But not everyone's counting Crawford out. Sharp minds like Teddy Atlas and Shannon Briggs are riding with him, praising his higher fight IQ. Atlas even said, Crawford's adaptability and strategy are on a whole different level, like he's playing chess while others are stuck on checkers.
I feel I got the speed over Canelo. I got the reach over him. He might got the size, the power. I got the better skills, boxing skills.
Would it be more of a cat and mouse? The reality is Canelo does put people out. From Kirkland to Amir Khan to just...
Don't do
obviously,
I'm just saying, man.
No, but he's not. Kovalev.
Kovalev was older. He does.
Billy Joe.
Don't get me wrong. He does have a lot of power, but all those guys that you name is not as skillful as me. I'm sorry. No disrespect to none of those fighters. The skill level is night and day.
So how do you see a fight with Canelo going?
It's a tough fight. Canelo is a great fighter. Like I always had respect for Canelo, but I just believe in my skills. The fact that people doubt me, it just fueled me even more. Try to get the fight even more. And I'm watching them, I'm like, man, I can beat this dude. I've been fighting people bigger than me all my life, and I always came out on top. You gonna get hit. It's a fight. He gonna get hit too. It'll be good.
Teddy Atlas gives Alvarez his due. He's skilled and accomplished, but still says Crawford is cut from a different cloth. In Atlas's view, Canelo just isn't the same beast he used to be. The fire's dimmed, his conditioning and performance in the ring have dipped, and that once unstoppable presence now looks slower, less sharp, less dangerous. Meanwhile, Crawford's still operating at the highest level, fast, razor precise, and tactically slick in a way that makes him stand out from the rest.
Maybe he's a little overrated.
Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez at 168 pounds.
Canelo's really good. But I think Crawford is special. I know he hasn't fought the resume everyone wants, but you have that or you don't have that ingredient. I think he has it. Canelo's really good. He's tremendous. But could he be a tiny bit overrated? The greatness is within Crawford. It's in his desire. It's in his mind. It's in his makeup, where he came from. I know he's moving up in weight class. Can he carry it? But those intangibles, I believe that he has them.
Former champ Amir Khan didn't hold back when sizing up the Crawford versus Canelo matchup, and his take leans hard toward Crawford. Khan, who went toe-to-toe with Canelo in 2016 and has sparred with Crawford, says Crawford wins hands down when it comes to speed, smarts, and adaptability. Yeah, Canelo's got power and experience, Khan admitted, but Crawford, he's the most complete fighter I've ever been in the ring with. Khan praised Crawford's ability to switch stances, control range, and adjust on the fly. He warned that while Canelo is dangerous early, it's Crawford's pinpoint accuracy and sharp timing that could turn the tide later. To Khan, this isn't just a close call. Crawford's high fight IQ and all-around skill might be what seals the deal in this blockbuster showdown.
All right, everyone. We are 1 week removed from Canelo Alvarez, the 168-pound King's title defense versus William Skull. Now that we've had a week to digest it, I just want to get your early thoughts. Las Vegas, Nevada, Legion Stadium, Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez at 168 pounds. Let's just hear your early thoughts and your preview for this mega fight.
Pretty much the same as it was a long time ago when they first announced this fight, and everybody thought I was crazy, which they often think. What are you going to do? They thought I was whatever. Come on. I like Crawford. I like Crawford then, I like him now. I liked him before Canelo looked not so good in his last fight, obviously. I thought it was going to be... I just think Crawford's real special. I think Canelo's really good. But I think Crawford is special. I know he hasn't fought the resume everyone wants, but you have that or you don't have that ingredient. I think he has it. I see it. The timing, the instinct, the eyes, the ability to be chilly cold, not just cold and calm, but chilly cold, where you can see things other people don't see and react to it. Just, I know he didn't have a great performance when he moved up to 154, but he was fighting a good fighter. He was fighting a guy that fought a very difficult style.
Renowned trainer Stephen Bredman Edwards didn't mince words when breaking down why he sees Crawford beating Canelo. He says Crawford's in-fight adjustments are on a whole different level, something Canelo's never truly dealt with. Crawford's a timing and distance genius. Bredman explained he doesn't need to outmuscle Canelo, just outthink him. And trust me, he will. Edwards didn't stop there. He called out Canelo's well-known issues with slick, smart fighters like Mayweather and Bivol and said Crawford brings the best of both worlds. Add in Crawford's gas tank and ruthless finishing ability, and Bredman believes he's got all the weapons needed. His final take: Crawford's a stylistic nightmare for Canelo. I think he stops him late.
You fought them both. Like, what are the differences between them?
Canelo's strong and he's easily hit. Very easily hit, very easily. Compared to when I fought against Crawford, I couldn't hit clean. They both hit hard because, and you can see the strength when I was fighting against Crawford. He is very strong as well. So, look, yeah, but why does he need to give that much away? He's pound for pound #1 in the world. Why does he have to go for fighting Canelo?
Stephen A. Smith didn't hold back. He thinks Canelo is walking straight into trouble by chasing a fight with Terence Crawford. In his eyes, this isn't just a risky move, it's a flat-out mistake. Smith warned that Crawford's speed, fight IQ, and ability to adapt on the fly make him a serious threat. Crawford's just too dangerous, he said, making it clear that this matchup might not go the way Canelo's team is hoping.
Crawford's adjustments in fights are so underrated. He is a master adjuster. He finds something in every fight and just goes with it. That last fight, people talk about he struggled. You know what he found that last fight? A simple jab. He just started beating the guy up with a jab. He finds something in every fight. And he don't fight a lazy fight. Canelo, for as good as he is, he hasn't stopped anybody since 2021. That's 4 years. You know why? Because he gets a little tired and he gets like a little bit complacent. He's a power puncher.
Jeff Mayweather, Floyd's uncle and seasoned trainer, has thrown major respect Crawford's way, calling him a technical wizard with slick switch hitting skills. But he also dropped a reality check. Don't sleep on Canelo. In an interview with Essentially Sports, Jeff made it clear, yes, Crawford's a lead in speed, IQ, and defense. But jumping up to weight classes to super middleweight is no joke. He warned that Canelo's size, raw power, and deep war zone experience mean Crawford can't afford to fight reckless. He's got the skill advantage, Jeff said, but this one's about the game plan, not just talent. If Bud doesn't fight smart, he could pay for it.
He's wrong for us, baby. He's wrong. Let it go. Paulo couldn't do it and lost fight #2. trained him for Rocky 3, and then got killed in Rocky 4 by Drago. Because he couldn't let it go. Bud Crawford needs to let it go. Too small. No doubt boxing skills are sublime. No doubt he's pound for pound one of the best on the planet Earth. Crawford is the real deal. The real deal. And him and Charlo is the fight I want to see. Him and Charlo is the right fight I want to see. But y'all gonna stop holding it against Charlo. When you hit somebody and you know you can't hurt them and they keep coming, what the hell are you supposed to do?
Canelo's showing against William Skull set off alarm bells across the boxing world. His punch output, shockingly low, just 152, landed over 12 rounds, the second lowest ever in a fight like that. Analysts couldn't ignore it. His timing was off, his rhythm shaky, and he looked more reactive than aggressive. He failed to cut off the ring, letting Skull move at will. Canelo's once razor-sharp footwork looked sluggish, giving up control and allowing the fight to slip away. This passive, low-volume approach has critics wondering if Canelo's still capable of dictating the pace at the elite level, especially against someone as mobile and calculating as Terence Crawford. Crawford's ability to manage range, make adjustments on the fly, and outwork opponents could become a nightmare for Canelo. If Canelo can't push the tempo or fire back with sharp counters, Crawford's speed, accuracy, and gas tank might completely take over. And against a fighter, that dynamic, those kinds of lapses could be fatal.
It's kind of tough, but if anybody can do it, I think it would be Terence Crawford. I mean, skill-wise, I think he's a better fighter than Canelo, but Canelo is also a great fighter but he owns that weight class that he's in. So I would just say that I think that Crawford has to fight almost a perfect fight to win, and take advantage of Canelo's mistakes.
Yeah, so we have, is it almost kind of a battle of, we have two guys, obviously the best, two of the best 3 or 4 boxers in the sport, regardless of weight class, but,
yeah,
which one is closer to the version of their prime, right? They're both getting older. I mean, they're both still, very, very good at this point, but, do you think maybe one of them, it's time for them to start falling off, and that might be the difference in this fight, that one starts to trail off a little bit?
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I mean, both guys are aging, and you never know. You never know when they're going to show their age. So it could be either one of them that does that. But I mean, I just lean toward Crawford because I just see dude has so many skills, and I mean, I just see that him possibly winning the fight by decision, but could also lose a close decision.
Former champ Shane Mosley didn't hold back. He flat out said Terence Crawford would beat an even better version of Errol Spence without breaking much of a sweat. According to Mosley, Spence looked drained, stiff, and flat from the weight cut in their last fight, and even if he came back stronger or quicker, it wouldn't matter. Crawford's rhythm, switch hitting, movement, power, and elite ring IQ put him on another level. Mosley pointed out that Spence relies heavily on size and brute force, while Crawford thrives on fluidity and tactical finesse. His advice, Spence should move up in weight rather than step in with Crawford again, because his natural style just can't keep up with the kind of sharp, modern boxing that Crawford brings to the ring.
Was saying that one of Canelo's biggest strengths is his legs. It generates power and it helps with his punch resistance. Well, those legs are sliding and that power is diminishing. Canelo hasn't had a stoppage win now since he knocked out Caleb Plant in 2021. And yeah, he's dropped some of these guys, but he's not been able to step on the gas and finish them. He's not been able to go through the gears. His gas tank, you can put that into question as well. And Canelo Alvarez, come July, be 35 years old. So he is, look, Canelo's been around so long and his real prime was in his mid-20s. So we associate Canelo, mid-20s to early 30s. So we kind of associate Canelo with that. I don't want to say ever young, but he is still young, just not in boxing senses. But he's been around so long, 20 years a pro, and he's been at world levels for probably 15 of those. You're going to expect some slippage. And I think in this fight, an opponent. It was very negative, yes, but an opponent who Canelo Alvarez of 5 years ago would have handled, and he did handle him, but you know what I mean? He probably would have put some damage on William Skull. He didn't do anything. He didn't look good. And William Skull played his part in that, it has to be said. As I said, you fight that negative, there's only so much you can really do, you know? Even if you're Canelo Alvarez, even if you are Alexander Usyk, if you've got a fighter who is just going into this fight with one mindset, I want to go 12 rounds. I'll give you an example, you know, Naoya Inoue.
As Terence Crawford gears up for the biggest test of his career, having a legend like Andre Ward in his corner is a game changer. Ward, famous for his discipline and next-level ring IQ, is playing a crucial role in tightening up Crawford's strategy for the Canelo clash. Their sessions aren't just about building muscle, they're about sharpening the mind. Ward's been in the trenches with hard-hitting opponents before, and he knows exactly what kind of storm Crawford's walking into. The plan: disrupt Canelo's rhythm and force him to fight Crawford's fight. In the end, both men will step in with their own strengths, but Crawford's coming in with a master strategist at his side, and that might tip the scale.
I just think that Crawford has more rhythm, more movement, more stuff, and not just having more movement, more stuff. He has the power and everything just to be one of those great fighters. He has everything. And if you have Spence is not one-dimensional, but he's in that fight he was really one-dimensional, really stiff, and if they looked like they had really a lot of problems trying to get down to his weight. Didn't have enough time to work on stuff they need to work on to, you know, attack Crawford or to do anything to Crawford. And then when they got in the ring, you know, he was so weak. I mean, Crawford dropping him with right jabs. We're like, dang, that bullet just dropping him.
Crawford brings brainy precision and slick switch hitting to the table. Canelo answers with raw power, grit, and that veteran champion mindset. But despite the firepower on both sides, the expert consensus is loud and clear. In a fight where movement, timing, and adaptability will decide everything, Terence Crawford has the upper hand. Sure, you can't count Canelo out. His strength and ring smarts make him a serious threat, but when it comes to pure skill, Crawford's the one holding the sharper cards.
Right. As you see, iron sharpening iron. Two legends, one retired, two-division undefeated Olympic gold medalist, first ballot Hall of Famer, Andre S.O.G. Ward, helping and training with three-division world champion, two-division undisputed world champion, and the reigning pound-for-pound king and future first ballot Hall of Famer, Terence Bud Crawford, as Terence Crawford is preparing to become a four-division world champion August 3rd when he faces off against WBA super welterweight, junior middleweight world champion Israel Madrimov, and the WBO title will be on the line as well. This is epic. There's shadow boxing. Terence Crawford in southpaw stance, as you see Andre Ward in the orthodox stance. Many people starting to speculate is on.
So, who walks away with the win? Will Crawford's razor-sharp technique and high fight IQ be enough to dismantle Canelo's brute strength and seasoned composure? Or does Canelo's battle-tested toughness and raw power prove too much, even for a technician as slick as Crawford? This one's not just a clash of styles, it's a collision of eras.
Going up and becoming undisputed against Canelo, whoo. Come on, man. I'm flying in the sunset, man. Thank you, boxing gods.
That would be it?
That would be it.
Yeah.
That's the only thing it for me. I didn't accomplish everything there is to accomplish in the sport of boxing. You know, there's really nothing for me to accomplish right now. Like anything, it's about the money now. It's about the money. You know, I'm not going to sit here and say it's not, but the money and to beat Canelo, if that fight was ever to happen, come on, man. Y'all better leave me alone. Y'all better leave me alone, man. Call me, you know what I mean, yeah. TBC, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's what I've been thinking about. I don't know why. You know, I was just like, man, the last few days I was like, man, I don't know if it's God talking to me or what, but that's a fight that if Canelo win, then Yeah, I'm gonna try to pursue that.
I love that. I love that mentality. I
Yeah.
do. I love it. I love it because that's where it's at. That's what makes all-time greats.
Yeah.